Till now, we talked about what is GCP and what services it offers. But honestly, just knowing the theory won't get you anywhere. In this video, we are actually going to use GCP. By the end of the video, you will have your own GCP project. You will understand how things are structured and you will run your first query in the BigQuery all step by step. And don't worry, if you are a complete beginner, I will explain everything in a very simple way with giving real life examples. So let's stop watching and start building. So the first part is setting up a GCP account. So you just have to Google Cloud, or you can add GCP, and you just click the first link, whichever it is. Okay, and here you will be going into the first page. Will appear like this way, something. Go to console, and you will be getting to your project directory or the main page, the home page, which you can say. Now I'm using a GCP free paid version over here, but for this practical I will start using a free version for you guys. And the first thing which we are going to see today is setting up a project. We'll understand what is a project, and then try to use BigQuery and do some queries on it, SQL queries. We'll run some SQL queries on it. Okay, so what is project? Let's start understanding. I'll just pick up my pen, set up my notebook. Yeah, so first part today we'll understand is what is project. So what is project in GCP? So most people will say project is like a container, but I will say think of GCP is like a big company office. Okay, so just for example, we'll take an example of maybe a Google company. We're having a company which is Google, and this is our company's building. Okay, so this is my company's office. Now think of GCP is like a big company building. Okay, and we have each teams working separately in this company, and each team is having their own budget, their own tools, their own work, right? So in GCP, basically a team space is equal to a project. Now if we go into GCP account, if you go here in no organization, you click over here, you can see option over here which is saying new project. So we are talking about this new project. Okay, so giving real life examples, in each company you have a marketing team, then we have a finance team who handles all the finance data, and we have a data team and many other teams. We may be having HR, then IT. Okay, now each team has their different works, right? And their data should not get mixed. For example, if I'm having a data of finance team, it should not get mixed with marketing or data team. Data is not getting mixed with any other teams. So what I will do in this case is I will create one project for everyone. So I will create one P1 project for marketing team. Okay, then P2 for finance team, and P3 for data team, and so on for HR and IT. So this way, what happens if any other new guy comes into my company and I don't need to provide him access of all the projects, right? I'll only provide him the access of his particular department. Okay, I will only provide him the access of this particular department. If he's joining the marketing team, I'll only provide him the access of marketing team, and this is how he will not be able to use any other data from any other project. Okay, so this is the main purpose of the project. Now we will see why project is important. Let me go down. So second thing, why project is important. Pardon my handwriting. Yeah. So first of all, billing control. Billing control. So each company has their own cost tracking, right? Example, like if your ML experiment goes wrong, and if it won't affect your company's main project cost. So just example, over here, I'm a department of data, and I have a particular budget of maybe of $50, and my company is having overall budget of maybe $1,000 for that particular project or whatever. Okay, so what happens, I have different teams, right? And each team is having their own budget, and maybe IT team is having $60 budget, and same way for other teams. Now for if someday what happens, my ML model goes wrong, and it creates a number of VS, which is virtual machine. Okay, VC, virtual machine, VM, sorry. So n number of virtual machine. Now each virtual machine will cost me tons of rupees, right? In tons of dollars. So this won't affect my other IT department. Why? Because I will put restrictions in the data for data project to have it's like basically restrictions are basically in the form of notifications or emails or any alerts. So whenever my project of data team is started using his 50% of amount dedicated to them, he has used 50% amount. You can set this alerts in the GCP. I will show you afterwards. So every time when your data team exceeds this particular threshold of $25 or $50 or whatever you are defining, you'll get alerts. Now, once the data team does any thing, their budget is exhausted, that won't affect my IT team department or any other department. So this is why project is important for billing control. Now, second thing is my resource separation, which I'm going to tell you. So resource separation. So resource separation is like, for example, I have a project. So I have a project A, and then I have project B. Okay. So I have project A and project B. You don't want your testing code to break your real application, right? So for example, in the project one, it's my testing environment, and in project B, I'm having a production environment. I'll just write prod. So whatever is happening in project A won't affect my project B. This is why we have projects resource separations is basically a second thing which is important in the projects. So you can separate your testing, dev, and environment like this way, right? So third thing, which is very important, which is access control. third thing, which is access control. Now, for example, if any new interns joins your company, and you don't need to give him access of directly a dev environment, right, or production, directly a production environment. You will give him access of development. Okay, so which is only used for testing purpose, right? And when any senior joins your company, you'll give him access of any production project, right? So this is how access are defined. So whatever happens, if according to your designation, according to your rules, the access are provided. So this is why access is important in this case. Okay, now that's with that we will create our new project. We'll go directly creating a new project. Okay, so here is my organization. You just have to click on the new project over here, and you will have something like this, right? So in this part, what we'll do, we'll just create a GCP. We are writing a project name. Okay, so I'm writing a learning project. So whatever names you can use, it's up to you. For organization, as we are using a trial account, free account, we'll only see one organization. And maybe when you're going to the companies, they are using a premium versions of accounts, and that company you may be having multiple organization options over here. Okay, you just have to write project name, then select the organization, and let's create. So once you do this, you will be seeing it will just take some time. If you see over here, notification, create project successful. Now when I go over here, I can select my project. Just know this symbol. This symbol is for project, and the symbol is for organization. Okay, this is how you can differentiate. Now we created our first project. Now one thing which is important in this is ID, project ID. In many case scenarios, you will need a project ID, and this is where you get your ID. This is called a project ID. This is unique across entire world. Okay, just hear me. This is unique across entire world. Okay, so this is automatically created. You don't need to create it. So it's just like Gmail usernames. You cannot have duplicate Gmail username. It's same thing like it. Okay, so we'll go to the billing part, which is very important, and this over here. Now you can also search things in the search bar. Okay, so I just created a billing. Now this project is not linked to billing account, so I don't want to link any project right now. What I will do is I will just open my other account, and I will show you guys how it looks like. Now this is my personal account which I'm using for personal projects. And go to manage billing accounts. Now in this GCP, if you see, you're having $300 free credits available. So that is how you can see it in Indian rupees. It's this much. Okay, so I'm having 39 days left for this. So even when you open this billing account, and my billing account name is my billing accounts, so it's showing like this way. You will see this overview. Now don't overwhelm, don't get confused, and to start learning everything, like what are reports, what are cost tables, what are this, what is this, what is this. It's not necessary. Just learn what I'm telling you. GCP is very vast, and you can't learn everything. Not every person knows everything, right? So I'll just tell you, just go over here. You have a free trial account. Just make sure it's on. Now when you're setting up a free trial account, they will ask you for a credit card, or maybe set up auto debit. Now, when you are using a free account which is of 3 months, I say you can go for it. And once you are completed the 3 months period, you can directly disable the billing, and it won't cost you anything. So let's go to our next part, which is BigQuery. So I'll just click over here in this Google, or you can search BigQuery. Okay, so if you go over here, just click on this, or you can also go on this and click on BigQuery. Okay, so there are two options. You can't you will not be able to see all the APIs over here, options over here. Okay, now see, I'm inside a BigQuery. Just a minute. Okay, now this is how my BigQuery is loaded. Now it's up to you. If you need to import your own local file from your data, or you can use a Google Drive also. You can import from Google Drive also. What I'm thinking is I'll just query something in the BigQuery, and for that maybe we can use already ready-made data sets we have, right? So let me find that option. Okay, so when you go to Studios and add data, you have a data source type over here, and I'm going to public data set over here and clicking on maybe Google Books. So these are public data sets. These are free to use. Okay. So BigQuery is a tool where you can store, analyze huge amounts of data using SQL without installing anything. So in real life example, if I want to say you have like 50 million rows of Amazon data, maybe your laptop will crash. So same thing, if you in BigQuery you stores data in the Google servers, right? And you run queries over there, not in your computer. So your data is already stored in the Google servers, and your query is also running over there. So your laptop is not getting affected from it. Okay, so see, I just opened this particular public data set, and we have a table ID. There are a number of tables over here. So what I will do, I'll just maybe select one table. Okay, so in this table, basically I have a schema, first option which is schema, and this I have field name, term, frame, term frequency. Okay, these are all my column names basically. This is a table info which you find over here. Then we can preview the data. If you want, you can also view the data how it looks like. Okay, then we have table explorer. So let's directly go to the query. So we'll directly click on query, and we'll use select star from this and use a limit. Maybe we'll put the limit 10. Run. Now in GCP, whenever you are running any query, you're getting charged. Now if that query data is very small, you might not be charged for it. Okay, now Small queries are almost free, and if you're scanning your whole data, that will cost you. So always try to remember, use a limit when in your data whenever you're loading something. So this will save you a cost of very much, right? So let's check, and the data is quite interesting, right? So see, it's saying me over here 18.95 million rows, this much. And whenever I'm writing any code, we limit to 120. So it's saying me this query will process 31 GB when run. So it's telling you how much data is going to process when you're running something. Maybe I select one column, which is the now see, the processing data came drastically down, right? From 31 something GB it was, now it's only 219 MB. So this is how GCP lets you know, even before running the query, how much data you're going to process. And this is one of the best thing, and this way you can also save you most of the cost. Now this is all, guys. Now if you want, you can query or import your own data, and or use the public data sets and try exploding the BigQuery right now. Now that this is only one thing, practice will only make you perfect, right? So today you learn how to create a project, understand its importance, and run your first query using a BigQuery, right? Now in the next video, we'll upload our own data set and start building a real project, not just using a public data set. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you like this video. Please like, comment, and please subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.